On my way to, where am I going here? Scioto. I'm on my way to Scioto. I gotta stop. Get this jersey done first. Officially speaking, it was not the morning we wanted at the Meadows qualifiers, but what took place after was adequate. Now, I'll start with the Priest. I don't think he should have rolled off stride, but I said to Tim after, the one positive thing about the Priest is he scoped clean. That's the first time in his life he's scoped clean. I bet you we've scoped him 5 or 6 times, and he's always had lots of mucus, allergy mucus, and it's cleaned up. So that is impressive. The break was not impressive. Got to get the flip-flops off of him. Again, track was a little deep this morning, and I think that probably played a fairly significant role in him rolling off. He shouldn't have anyway, but he did. We'll get him qualified, and if his allergies again look good next week and his qualifier is adequate, then I'll entertain the idea of him heading to Hoosier Park. Now, What a Lady, What a Night made a break. Now, I'm reminded of the Garth Brooks song, Unanswered Prayers. I've said this before. You know, I wanted her to go, geez, I hope she qualifies today. I hope she qualifies good. And then she makes that break. Now, if it hadn't happened at that time in that sequence, and I wasn't mad about the break, I saw what she did. So, okay. Last week I told you she touched her left jack, right? We changed her shoes. We put trotting boots on that would cover that jack. Now, remember what I always tell you also, is that sometimes when the horses will reach up and touch that jack area or high shin area, it disrupts their gait a little bit, and the next stride can sometimes find its way into the horse's opposing knee. What I mean by that is you take that left hind, hits that jack, bounces off the shoe. I guess that's a bit of an archaic way of saying it, but bounces off the shoe, and then that next stride ends up into the outside knee. That may sound silly to you, but it's exactly what happens in many cases. And sure enough, I watched her touch that jack, get out of gear, reach up, and hit her knee. Drew blood on her knee. Makes a break. I said enough's enough. Take the bell boots off. Put the hobbles on. It's qualifier 3. I know I'm schooling Melisandre. That's 40 minutes for her to stop blowing. Put the hobbles on her. She's going behind the gate again. Put the hobbles on her, and this gave me an opportunity. Now, if it hadn't happened like this, I wouldn't have had this opportunity, right? If she just qualified okay, we may have tried to nurse her through with the hobbles, without the hobbles on, and I'm glad we didn't. Put the hobbles on her, took all the bell boots off her. She wore 2 sets up front, took them off her, put knee boots on her, took the trotting boots off her, just put shin boots with some vet wrap just to cover that high shin and jack area up, and I put her behind the gate. Now, she was still blowing a little bit when I went out, and I said, you know, as frustrated as I was, it's not like it's her fault, right? This is a mechanical issue that we're trying to fix, so it's not really her doing that she made that break. Put the hobbles on her, I put her behind the gate. There's 2 pacers on the gate. I looped the pair of them off the car. I was up the quarter, 28-3, and as I was just going to go a quarter and pull her up, and gee, she's trotting good. I let her trot down the stretch. As we got to the turn, I started to just throttle her back a little bit. 57-3 was a half. I had a chore pulling her up. I literally had a chore pulling her up. I didn't get her pulled up till midway through the back stretch, almost to the far turn, walked her back, and that's that. So not only was I thoroughly pleased with her disappointed with her qualifier, but it led to a very, very good schooler. I don't think we're going to have any issues with What a Lady, What a Night any longer. And quite frankly, not only was she good, but she was very, very good. So I'm very interested to see how she's going to qualify next week. So 2 things came of this. I told you guys this is how it was going to break down in regards to What a Lady, What a Night. If she didn't do her work better this week, for whatever reason, if she made a break, the hobbles were going on. That process was expedited because of the time frame we had at the Meadows. We put the hobbles on her, and what a difference. Oh my God, what a difference. So, What a Lady, What a Night, I'm certain will qualify no problem next week. And Jim Newton just messaged me, sorry Jim. Jim Eaton will... Jim Eaton will receive the filly and the colt next week. He said there's no real racing for them out there till August the 9th. So we'll likely qualify the filly, race the colt, race the filly, and send them both out to Illinois for Jim. I'm going to tell you what, Jim, filly, very, very good with the trotting hobbles on. I don't know how fast she would have went. Obviously, she would have got tired at some point. I bet you she still would have went about 57 today. I don't want to say 56, but 57 for sure. But the right way. She wasn't hot. She wasn't a runaway. She was just sharp. And that was the first time in her life she'd ever felt hobbles on her legs, ever, in that moment right there. So an impressive mile from her this morning. Now I schooled Melisandre also. 2.4 and a bit, 2.5, last half in 59, last quarter in 29. She was good. Just to be extra careful, I had Dr. Stanek go over her knees, x-ray her knees. We got a full barrage of x-rays on her knees. I don't think they're her flashpoint, but they were a little immature earlier on. April, I think we'd x-rayed them. There was some minor, what do the vets call it? I forget now. Remodeling. There was some minor changes in her knees, but there was none today. They were a little puffy, but the bones looked good, the structure looked good, everything looked good. We injected them with some acid and just used a drop of steroid because we can, because it's before she goes to Kentucky. All that will be out of her system. We don't have to worry about that. I think we'll probably school her again next week, and I'll continue to school her. I'll tell you what, here's a horse that doesn't need schooling, gate schooling, puts her nose right squarely on the gate and nothing bothers her. But at the same time, I wanted to get some good miles into her. Very happy with what I saw. Marginal isn't the word, but dramatic isn't the word. Somewhere in between is the improvement I saw today on Melisandre. I don't think she needs the hobbles, but we don't need her to make a break. And she still is mentally a little fragile, a little immature, physically also, but getting there and looking good. My 2 cents is the knees that we x-rayed today were very good, considering she's a 2-year-old trotting filly in July. Very, very good. So I think everything we've done to date has helped, and I believe she's well on her way to becoming the filly. That's not fair to her. She's well on her way to qualifying. All right? Very, very happy with what I saw today from all the horses. The Priest made a break cab. That frustrated me a little bit. We didn't warm him up with the hobbles on. I just want to go easy today. I want to get a nice, easy qualifier. My biggest concern was how that scope would look after. And instead, by not having him just screwed right down tight, I allowed him to make that break coming to the half-mile marker, or just past the half. And that's on me. It was my fault. So that won't happen next week. So 2 weeks in a row with a good scope and a qualifier, and I suspect we can then discuss sending the horse out to Indiana. But for right now, very happy with what I saw today. I thought I'd be so mad. You imagine, I was up this morning at 5:30, get in the car, drove over there because I wanted to go both trips with What a Lady, What a Night. Got over there early, which truthfully is unlike me. Got over there early, and then you had the Priest make a break. What a Lady, What a Night make a break. I was not having a good morning, but from that was born a tremendous morning, because What a Lady, What a Night was awesome with the hobbles on, and Melisandre was very good also. So that's where we stand right now. I'm off to the races tonight. We got our girls in tonight. Oh, He'll Know, another troublesome female, and Oh, He'll Know. Sorry, Oh, He'll Know is the second one. Damn it! Never get her name in my mouth. Oh, He'll Know is not a troublesome female. She's a very nice filly, and what's her name? It's really frustrating me now. I have to look. It's going to drive me crazy if I don't look. High Hopes. Jesus, I knew as soon as I touched the button I'd figure it out. High Hopes is a troublesome female. She's going to race tonight. Hopefully do good. Going to need some fingers crossed tonight for her. And Oh, He'll Know. I doubt we need any fingers crossed for her. She's pretty solid filly. She good enough? I don't know. We're going to find out tonight together. So with that, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to continue on my way. Just wanted to update you on how everything went. And we got a new horse today, right? I bought that filly, Love and Affection, coming out of Indiana. She will race. A couple of people asking where's she going to race. She's going to race at Northfield Park. That's what we bought her for. So that's where she is going to race next week. So with that, have a great day. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you continue to have a great day. I will talk to you all very soon. Take care.